765-656-8255. Ladies and gentlemen, may I cultured, sophisticated, hey, I'm here. Are you there? I hope you are. We've got Yarbrough back in until noon today on News Talk 87 WOKI. Quick good mornings to Mr. Glasgow, Robin Jaffe. How are you guys and gals doing? Sleepy. All right, let's jump into some severe weather.
Sleepy Eric.
You know where we are with this right now. This is going to be a big thing. Could be a big thing. We're already seeing some severe weather warnings in our listening area. Not in the Knox County area as of now. What do we got? Something brand new coming in?
I'm trying to listen. I haven't seen it pop up yet, but I think I just heard Anderson. So let me verify that. But I'm trying to listen on this little monitor, and I can't make
All right,
it.
you check into that, and I will let folks know that the current severe thunderstorm warnings have been in the Claiborne, Granger, Union County, Morgan County, Scott County areas. And there is a new warning coming in right now. We're going to check and see exactly what that is. Flood watches across the region as we go through today and through tonight as well. So, folks, weather's going to be a big deal today. That's where most of this exists right now. But the trend's going to be across East Tennessee through this afternoon and tonight. Everybody, meteorologist Ben Canby from WBLT is set to join us just after the top of the 11 o'clock hour. We'll get the latest from him. And you got to know they're working hard as well at Channel 8. And so all of this is very fluid. But hopefully we'll be speaking with Ben Canby just after the top of the 11 o'clock hour. And get the latest as to what is exactly with our weather forecast. And got some other things for you today, including tickets to the Southern Skies Whiskey and Music Festival.
Yes. Sleep on last night, and she asked me to ask to tell you that you it was on like 12:30.
Well, you know,
Put that out there so people can come see you. And I know that you're
that's
yes, I did not know that you're going to be
the opportunity to introduce a massive so I'm going to go down there and introduce the first 2 weeks of the afternoon of the Southern Skies Festival in Westfield, Florida. Supposed to give you a heads up.
love to see that.
Is best schedule says 12:15, but it's 12:15, 12:15. Okay, so here's the order of the events at the Southern Skies Festival. 12:15, Wyatt Ellis with the Grace My Horse. And 3 o'clock, Dance 30 Maggie Rose. 6 o'clock, The Dirty Goodness. Anderson good. That's so good. And then 8 o'clock, the Old Pro Medicine Show. That's your one at the Southern Skies Festival. So I'm going to be there to introduce Wyatt, who brought down the house. And all the record folks that he did. And I'm anxious to present him to Southern Skies this weekend. We got tickets to that to give away, folks. So we got, we're keeping an eye on the weather. I got tickets to give away. And we got your keyword. Really just after 11 content. Hopefully send you on the concert show of a lifetime. You pick the artist, you pick the city, they send you there. So that'll be coming up just after 11 o'clock.
Okay, I'm gonna have to see. It's not a party. You think the air thunderstorm watch? Basically.
All right, so that is now official. The watch has
So
been
that's your Anderson. That's It's basically it's including homes. Okay. See, I'm really see it in hell. Too. We don't get anything. Sure, there's something here that's saying that there is a warning that's issuing. Just issuing. Yep. And it does include. And there's nothing canceled. Yeah. Against Scott, and that isn't. That's right. So Anderson is under a severe thunderstorm warning, along with Campbell and Scott counties, Tennessee. So, and here goes. See, this is the way it's going to be today. We will be honest with you. Even once this show comes to its conclusion, after Dan Bongino, we will break into Bongino as needed to overcome any severe weather that's happening across the region. It looks like today is going to be that day. Now, Big Fan has mentioned that at 11 o'clock. I want to get into do some of this right now because this is not something you tease ahead. This is important information. And I want to share it with you now. I want to share it with you when Ben joins us. What you want to do in the event of severe weather. Specifically, if it's the great tornadoes, and there's always this thing.
It's the end of the world. Information, we don't need to water it down. That's when you leave your vehicle jet lower than the road. You mentioned you couldn't get to a bridge or an overpass. Don't do that. That is, and a lot of folks think, okay,
It would be safe if that thing collapses on you and you're in trouble.
a lot of folks think you get under a bridge if you can. Don't do that. I'm not sure how that got started. I've heard it many times through my life, and maybe you have too, but that's not what you do for a lot of reasons. The wind speeds underneath an overpass can actually be increased due to all that wind being funneled into a small area. You got winds directions that can change. You got debris that can come at you, and not to mention, like you just said, Robin, the whole thing could collapse on you. So if you've heard through your life to get under a bridge or an overpass during a tornado, don't do that.
That is not recommended.
So, abandon your vehicle when?
Only when you can get below the if you can, first off, if the tornado's outside your car window, it's a little late. It's a little late to abandon it. It's a little late to punch it. It's just late. Transport yourself to another year and celebrate escaping that tornado. Yes. You got to have that. First off, make sure you got your flux capacitor with you today, folks. All right. And then target 88. Yeah, those when you can get lower than the road only as the last ditch effort. Put your car now. Just what Eric's going to do is just drive off the road and camp out in the ditch. And then try to roll your car this way. They can do that. It's going to be one of those days that just know that we're going to keep it on things. We're going to be here for work.
Did you make essentially in my home, I don't have a basement, I have a crawl space. And yeah, for weekend time, holiday, where is the safest place? Like if you don't necessarily have a safe station.
Internal being. Okay, then find a closet that's in a hallway, perhaps, or something that's on the inside. And you want to get those into the wall to be in a room that has an outside wall. Is a big area. Just anything away from the outside of the home is as far away in all directions from the outside of that home that you can get on the lowest level. There you go. I recommend this.
Thing that's abandoned at exterior wall.
That's it. Then that's it. Well, I mean, you remember I say you were always as a child. You can do it now. We can shut talk back in the school days.
You can do your best.
Hands.
Down here to figure next one.
They would do the tornado drills. They would take us all be done. They were real. For the longest time, I don't fear them. But I once had a house with a basement, and only went down in the basement once due to the severity of the weather. And I had my girls with me at the time, and they were really young. I'm talking 5 and 7, maybe. And it was one of those storms that came through, and I'm watching radar, and hail starts. I said, "Let's go. We can go to the basement." And I kept telling them, "It's hail is outside. It's hailing outside." They thought hail was a person, and were just panicked because some person named Hale was coming around. And the next day, at the time, Haley, who's my oldest, was I think 7. She started moving supplies down into the basement in case we had to do that again, like snacks and water and all kinds of things. And I was like, "Well, sweetie, if we ever have to come back down here, it's not because we're not going to be here for like a week or anything." But it was a sweet attitude. It was preparing, and that's the key here, folks. That's kind of what we're going through this stuff is to get you to thinking about. Robin, that's a great question on where should you go in your house. Think about that right now. Think about your workplace right now. Where would you go here? Or would go down to the bottom, to the lower floor? And although the ghost stuff. Although I was working at a TV station in Mississippi one time, we had tornado warnings for me. And I'm thinking, okay, where are we going to go? We need to get into the basement of this building. The news director came up to me. I just started. She came up to me. She goes, "Okay, here's what I need." I think, okay, here comes the big tornado preparedness plan. We're going to the basement. And she goes, "I need you and Sydney," who's one of the camera guys, "to grab a camera and get on the roof of the building. We need not."
Man, it was very what?
What are you talking about? And hit me, "Oh, yes, we must go cover this. if you're at home right now, be thinking about where that room is. So if that moment arrives, whether it's today or 5 years from now, you know what you're going to do in this chaos.
Yeah. Thing is for me, sometimes I drag out my phone. My phone's at 30%, so you want that cell phone urgently charged, everybody.
Prepare, good beer. If it happens here, we're walking in the Jeep, I'm going to park it on the railroad tracks because that's the lowest place. No, you get it. It's trying to get into that ravine behind the station. That's
It's not real drive.
the railroad tracks. That's the ravine. The Robin's going to punch it. You're going to drive it in a ditch, and I don't know what the hell I'm going to do.
No, we get him on today.
That's the party.
Gotta go visit the building next door. It's got kind of the garage. Show up a car there.
Yeah.
If there's hell.
Ben Cathy, just after 11, VLT meteorologist. I got broadcasters. It's the audio bridge today at 10:50. And revisionist history. All this, folks, is dependent on whether or not we get through some severe weather. And if we have to do that, we'll do that. But that's what's on the menu today. And we'll start with some good news up next here on Yarborough.
A risk for damaging storms possible this afternoon and evening with a high of 78. And the flood risk continues through tonight. From the WVLT Bristol Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Heather Haley.
You were listening to Yarborough from the Broken Financial Studio on News Talk 98.7. First indicated. The National Weather Studio warns for the tornado.
The metal detector. At first, he was skeptical.
This for destroying. Indicated.
Spot beginning at 11:00. Spot beginning at 65238-4799. That's 865-238-4799. 865-238-4799. You can hear 812 Tennessee on the fourth Tuesday of each month beginning at 11 a.m. on News Talk 98.7. We showcase information and resources that make a difference for older citizens. 812 Tennessee brought to you by Senior Benefit Incorporated on News Talk 98.7.
Want to have a stunning, bug-free, shaded room to enjoy the outdoors? Diversified Enclosures and Screen can do that while adding value to your home. Whether you want a new deck with a maintenance-free deck railing system or a screened in...
Well, there's Chernobyl nuclear aster.
Issued a severe thunderstorms for southwestern Hawkins County, northeastern Granger County, Chamberlain County until 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 10:18 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located near Rutledge, moving east at 40 miles per hour. This is a destructive storm for Granger and Chamberlain counties. Hazard, 80 miles per hour wind gusts and off-ball size hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be heavily damaged. Expect considerable damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles. Extensive tree damage and power outages are likely. Locations impacted include Morristown, Rutledge, Beach Station, White Pine, Russellville, Old Gap, Fall Hill, and The National Weather Service in Morristown has issued a tornado warning for central Granger County, Chamberlain County, until 11 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 10:26 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Rutledge, moving southeast at 30 miles per hour. Hazard, tornado and golf ball size hail. Source, radar indicated rotation. Impact, flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Will be damaged or destroyed. Damaged roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur. Tree damage a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. White time around 10:45 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Other locations impacted by this tornadic thunderstorm include Alpha, Willamette, and Panther Creek State Park. This includes Interstate 81 in Tennessee between kilometers 8 and 15. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
But I guess obviously if you lose them once you leave the service, that's it.
Yes. They don't issue them to you.
You know what? They should.
Well, you can get a pair made, but it didn't have the same value as
The original? Yeah, I get that. All right. So for Larry, it hadn't really crossed his mind where his originals might be until Christopher Hansen made contact with him. And you know where this is going. Hansen said he found one of the veterans' dog tags with a metal detector. At first, he was skeptical of the claim. Larry was wary of scammers and hackers, but Hansen provided all the information, such as when and where he served, and, well, that proved to him that it was real. It was real surprising, he said. In fact, for a second, I didn't believe it. It's such a far-fetched idea to find dog tags 56 years later and then didn't bring them to me. So he got his back. Never thought about it, never expected it. And there they are. Retired from 27 years of teaching, Karen Solomon was set to celebrate her 80th birthday, and her daughter had a great idea. Pretty much a long shot for success, but they said, okay, why not? I could think of only one present from my mom, a reunion with her favorite kindergarten student from the 80s when she taught back in New Jersey. She Googled the student's name, which is Shea Fianju, and was able to reach out to him through his faculty page at Stanford University, where he now works as a doctor, not too shabby. A couple of juggling acts in the doctor's schedule, he was able to head to Wisconsin for the special reunion, and when the moment arrived, Shea was brought into the room, stood right behind Miss Solomon. Her daughter asked about the old students from classrooms past, and that's when he popped out from behind. He appeared. My mom jumped for joy. Everyone in the room was crying, tears of happiness and love. Nice reunion. And then finally,
Well, I'm sorry, jumping in the middle of, they have a tornado made now for Central Granger and Hamlin County here in Tennessee.
well, we got to focus on that. That's a tornado warning,
It's a
folks,
tornado warning.
for Granger and Hamlin counties, and it's in effect now until 11 o'clock.
Yes.
All right, so
And a storm capable of producing a tornado located near Rutledge. And that's, again, that golf ball site cell associated with this. And they're saying storm dangers will be near Morristown at 10:30, white line at 10:45.
all right, so if you're in that area that Robin just mentioned, this is the moment where you take shelter, okay? You get in that interior room of your home on the lowest level. You get in that interior room on the lowest level of whatever building you're in, whether it's your business or wherever it might be. If you're in your vehicle now, you seek shelter as well. That means a couple of things. If you have to stay in your car, you buckle up your seatbelts. And this is if the tornado is imminent and you're in your vehicle, okay? This is only in the case that the tornado is imminent and you're stuck in your vehicle. You buckle up. You get below the level of the windows. And if you've got anything to protect yourself, a coat, a pillow, a helmet, whatever it is, you take advantage of that. If you can find a lower level, lower part of the ground, a ditch, lower than the level of the road, you exit your vehicle and get there. But again, this is not, if the tornado's imminent and it's on top of you already, then buckle up and do what you can to ride it out. You avoid bridges and overpasses at all costs.
And for those familiar with the area, it includes Interstate 81 in Tennessee between mile markers 8 and 16, and some of the areas impacted are Alpha, Lowland, and Panther Creek State Park.
All right, I'm looking at this on radar as well. Robin, would you, I see Morristown, I see the community of Mohawk, I see Panther Creek State Park, I think you mentioned Hell's Crossroads. Folks, this is a tornado warning that is in effect. It's set to expire at 11 o'clock. But, the danger is right now. And this is all moving off to the east there. So if you're in Granger, would you put from that again? Granger County and Hampton County, I believe.
Yes, that is correct.
All right. Well,
I'm kind of glad now we talked about what to do with the tornado. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't happen, but now we know.
well, the thing
The
about
warnings, not a national tornado, it's just a warning, but.
well, that means that a tornado has been indicated in one way or another. Is what it really means. Whether it's been visually confirmed or radar indicated, and it does not mean it's on the ground. Although we'll have to wait and see. This could be, but folks, this is a tornado warning for Granger and Hamlin counties. And this system is moving on to the east. Morristown, you are in its path. So if you're east of Granger, Hamlin counties, the communities that were mentioned there, then you need to be prepared to take action. Who knows? This warning might continue on into other counties east of where we just mentioned, Granger, Hamlin. But for now, those are the only two counties for a tornado warning. There's a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for a handful of counties as well. That includes Anderson, Campbell, Morgan, and Scott. Let me just kind of give you this too. The progression typically is severe thunderstorm warning in an area with a tornado watch. Severe thunderstorm warning. Under a severe thunderstorm warning, that's a huge identifier that you really need to be paying attention, especially today, because that can turn into a tornado warning very quickly, like we have seen after. All right, let's do this. Let's take a break and get back, and I'll update you on what we know. Which for now, the most pressing thing is this tornado warning in Granger and Hamlin County until 11 o'clock.
Good news switch to horrible news.
And return in just a moment here on Yarborough at News Talk 98.7.
When spring weather starts to turn up,
Looking for shelf thunderstorms. Keep it here. BROGAN. That's Brogan. $1 billion of interpret. Has area of tornado again indicated right now. Great making the switch too.
The member satisfaction rate for Medishare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. Medishare belongs to its been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth, a huge nationwide PPO network. So, yeah, Bill, you can save a ton, make it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. It's a very, very smart price in 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE. Need help. News Talk 98.7 WOJI.
Warning for Granger, Hamlin counties. Thunderstorm definitely across that portion of East Tennessee, and either a tornado has been sighted or radar indicated right now. Granger, Hamlin County till 11 o'clock this morning. You are under a tornado warning. Seek sturdy shelter now. The lowest level of the building that you're in, away from the windows as much as you can get. And if you can take pillows or anything to cover yourself with, please do that. If you're in your vehicle right now, and if there is a tornado that's dropping down on the ground, and it's right there imminent, and you're in your car, best thing to do, according to the National Weather Service, is buckle up, protect yourself as much as possible, get below the level of your car window, and cover your head either with your hands or something else. If you can, and you're in the area of a tornado again, get out of the vehicle and seek shelter in a ditch that's lower than the road. Okay, again, that's from the National Weather Service. Do not seek shelter in a bridge or overpass or underneath a bridge. Do not seek shelter there. That's been a long-held myth that that's a good place to be in the event of a tornado, but it isn't. So we have a tornado warning for Granger and Hamlin County right now until 11 o'clock. Hey, Bill, I understand you are in the path, or maybe by now, in the middle of the storm system.
Yeah, so I was just getting through your radio information and along to give
give you an update. I'm a resident of the Knoxville area. I'm actually in Morristown, and we're taking care of a business transaction, and I was leaving a building about a half an hour ago. And I was listening to the other person I was talking to that the clouds were dipping very low. That was pretty unusual, and it's kind of what you would expect to see when bad weather was coming into the area. And at that time, I had not heard your updated information. And so I left that Morristown facility, and I was driving north on Highway 25 away from Morristown toward the Bean Station area. And it got to be about dark, 8 o'clock at night on a regular day. So there was definitely some weather moving into that area very quickly. And that's a little bit down here. I was going to mention also that the clouds are so low that I can actually hear your radio station this far away. Typically, I would start losing your radio station about Danbridge area on Interstate, and I'm almost to Rockville right now, and I can still hear your radio signal. So there's no clouds, and everything's starting to get pretty bad.
Bill, which direction are you traveling?
I am actually on Highway 11W, and I've left the Morristown Bean Station area, and I'm heading towards Rogersville. It's getting a little bit lighter, but I'm getting more rain now, whereas the Morristown area, it was very dark. It was almost like 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Okay, listen, thank you so much for that update. Greatly appreciated. And brother, stay safe. And you seem to be very weather aware, which is key in a day like today. So thank you much for that, and safe travels.
Thank you, and I appreciate your alerts. I've got my eyes open now, so I know what I'm going to get into.
All right, there you go. Bill, safe travels, my man, and thank you for the update. Look, if you're in the path of this storm system, and you can, I'm not suggesting you dangerously call, but if you can, give us a call and give us an update at 865-656-8255. That is not your priority, however, okay? You can text us or you can call us. But watching radar, Morristown, if you're in that area, the Morristown region, it's knocking on your door. I mean, I'd say if you're in West Morristown, you may already be getting this. And it's moving off to the east rather rapidly. But there is a tornado warning for Granger and Hamlin counties. We've got severe thunderstorm warnings. Let me double check and make sure these haven't expired, because I know things are changing here. Severe thunderstorm warning. This is for Anderson, Oregon, and Scott counties, Granger, Hamlin, Hawkins counties, and then Granger, Hamlin, you've got the tornado warning for another, say, 15 or 16 minutes, and some severe thunderstorms. This is primarily all happening now north of Knoxville. So if you're in Knoxville, Wall County, or Baldwin County, Sevier County, don't let your guard down, folks, because the threat for severe weather exists all across East Tennessee. It's just at this very moment, most of the active weather is happening to the north of Knox County, and that includes that tornado warning for Granger and Hamlin County. We'll update our alerts, and we'll be back if we can do some of the things we got scheduled for you today. We certainly will. We're going to keep an eye on the weather and make that the #1 priority.
And they were severe thunderstorms in Anderson and Knox counties, and a few others. I'm trying to get on that.
Right, so that's an extension of the severe thunderstorm warning for Anderson, and now Knox County is new to the warnings, and that's a. So this is going to be fast and furious, and we're going to keep an eye on all of this moving forward. I'm just looking over some names too here. Okay, the tornado warning, Granger and Hamlin, and then we've got some new thunderstorm warnings. I'm going to get some updates on this. We'll be back with an eye on radar for the latest on the warnings. Well, it's going to be one of those days here in East Tennessee, and it's already starting to happen. Back in just a moment with more on Dark Road, News Talk 98.7.
Into the WBLT first solar weather day, we are tracking downpours and rumbles of thunder that can lead to some damage, winds, hail, even a tornado can't be ruled out. It is at 78 degrees today with 80% coverage for area rain storms through the afternoon and evening with widespread rain winds for floodings tonight. From the WBLT First Weather Center, Chief Meteorologist Henry Field.
It was a take on the financial studio on News Talk 98.7 WBKL. there's no magic pill out there, folks. There's nothing you can take and wake up tomorrow morning and drop 5 pounds, and the next day you drop another 5. And you just keep taking this magic pill to keep it off. You got to change your life habits. Ralph Brad's going to teach you that. He's going to help you lose the weight and show you how to keep it off. Did it for me. I dropped 33 pounds in 40 days. That's actually 4 years ago. 865-444-2189. Bragg Weight Loss and Wellness. Online at BraggWeightLossandWellness.com.
As a prepare since 1956, Standard Kitchen and Bath has been serving the East Olympia area with professional kitchen and bath sales and design. Family owned and operated. Larry Bentley and his son Siamo, custom and overhaul cabinetry and principal quality brands like solar design cabinetry, from remodel to new construction. The professionals at Standard Kitchen and Bath will help you design and space. Call 694-0068, standardkitchen.com, or stop by the showroom. Kingston It's the Grayson Hotel. Imagine flooring cabinets, all designs and ideas that will transform your kitchen or bath into something you love.
Knoxville, Lennox, Tennessee. The reason is it's rolling hills, rivers, and lakes. There's no better place for the Grayson family. Home is where your story begins. Buying or selling your home is a big decision. You need a real estate team you can trust. Brian Coleman and his team of experts at Hometown Realty have over 30 years of experience. To learn more, visit BrianColeman.org or call 865-693-SOLD. Hometown Realty, proud sponsor of the Tennessee Dog.
You know, since 9/11, the Talented Towers Foundation has been committed to supporting our nation's first responders and veterans. They support America's
Storm was located over from
Hey, take up to 72.
WOKR NYC House on Winter's Bay.
Here's the latest weather updates, folks. We've got a severe weather threat pretty much all day and certainly tonight in East Tennessee, and already warnings being issued. We're still watching a tornado.
The National Weather Service in Morristown has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Central Anderson County, Mountain County, West Central Jefferson County, South Central Union County, Northwestern Sevier County, Southwestern Ranger County until 11:30 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. At 10:44 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located over country, moving east at 20 miles per hour. Winds are 60 miles per hour with gusts of a quarter mile per hour. In fact, no damage to the vehicle is expected. Bayview, Strawberry Plains, Falls, Lane, Cobbs, Timberland Heights, and House Mountain State Park. This includes the following highways: Interstate 40 in Tennessee between 383 and 440. Interstate 75 in Tennessee between 108 and 123. Tornado alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. While the tornado goes once into the base to a small temporal roof in the security structure. For your protection, move to an interior room on the ground floor of the building.
Because this severe weather threat's going to be with us most of today and tonight. And think about where you're going to take shelter in the building where you currently are, whether it's your home or business, whatever it is. John, good morning, sir. What are you seeing?
I'm back in a pile of homes right now. It's John. They got me probably John. That's cool. But anyway, man, it looks bad. This walkout is, I believe there's a little bit of rotation in this walkout that I'm looking at right now. And I'm not 100% sure, but I'm not there. If I hang up on you, it's still going to call in from that tornado truck drop, okay? So I'm taking no head time.
Where are you? Again, you,
I'm on the interstate. I'm right between, I'm actually getting right here in the road, and I'm looking at the storm coming in here, and it is absolutely scary looking. That's unreal.
all right, listen, thank you for that update. Please stay safe and think ahead. Greatly appreciate your input there. Richard. That's statistics say that the skies, and I'm sure this, this makes sense. The sky around Oak Ridge just a few minutes ago too was green. That means hail is coming down, and that is part of the severe thunderstorm warning. Sideways rain there. John works in Clinton. He says it's dark as midnight out. Heavy rain and wind. I had somebody ask me about the bridge and overpass. They were talking about what to do if you're caught in your car in the event of a tornado, and why the National Weather Service advises you stay away from bridges and overpasses. And this is what they say. Most people, many people mistakenly think that a highway overpass provides a safe haven from a tornado. The reality is, an overpass may be one of the worst places to seek shelter from a tornado. Using an overpass for your shelter can put you at a much greater risk of being killed or seriously injured by a tornado. And then it goes on to say, let's look at the facts. If an overpass is directly in the path of a tornado, the wind could change direction by nearly 180 degrees as the vortex passes. Climbing up higher to get over the overpass, you'll be exposed to higher wind speeds and more flying debris. Flying debris becomes dangerous missiles in the tornado airfield. Most overpasses don't have girders or support beams for manholes, and the narrow passage underneath an overpass could cause an increase in the wind speed under the bridge. I gotta tell you, man, how many times have we thought? We were told through the years, you're in your vehicle and then there's a tornado, find an overpass and get under it.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Yeah, that's not the case. What you do if you're in your vehicle and a tornado is imminent, you stay in the car, put your seatbelt on, put your head down below the windows, cover your head with hands and a blanket, a coat, or anything that you can use as a cushion. Again, this is the National Weather Service. If you can safely get lower than the roadway, leave your car and lie in that area. Cover your head with your hands. Avoid seeking shelter under bridges, as just mentioned. You should also avoid leaving your car to shelter outside, as you can be exposed to powerful winds and debris. But if you can get lower than the road, you do. All right, let's take a breath. Granger Hamlin, just a few more minutes left on that tornado warning, and then severe thunderstorm warnings continue on for Anderson and Granger, Jefferson, Knox, Severe, and Union. That's going to be until 11:30, and let's keep a close eye on radar.
And as Eric said, get those flashlights ready, because right now, over 1,300 people in Granger County are without power.
Power outages are starting to happen, okay, as a result of the storm system. Look, right now, and this is maybe the best and easiest way to help you visualize where the severe weather is. If you draw a line along Interstate 40 as it passes through East Tennessee, most, if not all of this severe weather, most of it certainly, is north of I-40. That could be changing. I mean, the threat of severe weather is going to be all across East Tennessee as we move through the rest of today and tonight. But as of now, the severe weather is north of Interstate 40, and that includes Knox County, Anderson, Jefferson, Severe, and Union County. So we got a lot to cover. We shall do so through the next hour for sure, and then breaking ends on the Dan Bongino show as necessary. So severe weather, here it is, folks. We're going to stay on top of it for you. We'll be back after Robert's update on Norfolk News Talk 98.7.
It's got within security technology. Doorbell cameras offer so many advantages besides taunting your spouse. My doorbell provides instant front door awareness no matter where you are. Lock the front door, adjust the porch lights for morning to drive more, and so much more. Get yours free. Of a new system. Visit hitsecurity.com to learn more. No contracts ever. Everything stored for a war. Prepare immediately for
Throughout the day on West
98.7. Is that we can
Minutes. Here's the number. Minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE. 855-51-BIBLE.
You are 98.7 is making it even easier to have your voice heard. We'd love to hear from you directly at each and try to make it. But if you can't make the call, then you can text us at the
Shot copy is legit.
Word.
a trip to the concert of your choice in the city of your choice. And there are so many concerts from which to choose. Live Nation's got Concert Week underway now, where you can get $25 tickets. LiveNation.com, check that out too. Tour, T-O-U-R, is the midday figure ticket flyaway tour. Buddy Ben Kathy from WBLT meteorologist joins us there. Ben, busy day to say the least. Man, how you doing?
Hey, Bob, it's good to hear from you. Yeah, we've got a busy day. It's really just getting started. Just got off the air for a tornado warning. That sounds fired, thankfully, but there's still a really strong storm for your listeners near Bold Gap and heading generally towards like the Montauk, Greenville, I-81 area. Closest location in that storm, Bob, is right near the racetrack in Bold Gap. And then all these storms are going to just continue to link up. We've also got folks far in Snohomish County, soon to be Mascot area, pushing east along Blackville Bridge. That thing goes for a little bit longer. Ranger Jefferson, Knox, and Union. But this is just the first of many different lines. So the initial threat early afternoon is going to be very strong grid thunderstorms. We've got a tornado threat, although that's not the greatest overall threat. And then for today is that we can have large hailstones. That's not always the case. We've already seen some potentially damaging hailstones in Rutledge and Morristown. And then later tonight, like after 9 o'clock, it's a rain threat. So we can have flooding as folks are in the car listening to you by tomorrow morning. You know the rain's gone by then.
Okay, so severe weather threat, it sounds like, we're getting hammered here at the station now, folks. If you're in the Bearden area, you know it is passing over us right now. So it sounds like Ben Kathy, WBLT meteorologist, a severe weather threat through about 9 o'clock, then flooding possibilities as we get into the overnight hours.
Yeah, so more severe weather through the midday and into the early afternoon. Maybe a brief dissipation in the rough weather between about 3 and 6. It doesn't mean it's totally quiet, but maybe a little bit of a lull if you're concerned about getting things done, running errands or something. And then the flooding gradually picks up for 9 o'clock into the early morning. Yes, sir.
Is it a fair question to ask you what the biggest concern for you is in this system as it moves through?
Sure. So, immediate concern, the hail and isolated tornadoes. Also, given, it's been southeast lately, right? You need to be around that. So, the soil is saturated. What that means is that not only is wind damage going to become easier because the, tree roots are a little less stable, but also it's not going to take as much rainfall. So, initially, the biggest threats, damaging hail, expensive repairs in your car, road, and then wind damage for the afternoon, and then late tonight it becomes a flooding threat. So just a reminder that, if you can't see the roadway, please just don't drive through later.
All right, Ben Kathy, meteorologist at Channel 8. Buddy, thank you much for your time. We're keeping an eye on you guys and appreciate the update as we deal with this severe weather. Thank you, Ben.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks for having me on.
You got it. All right, Ben Kathy there checking in with us to give us an idea. Okay, so you heard what we've got coming up. Severe weather possibility through, say, 9 o'clock tonight. So that's the rest of today, 9 o'clock tonight. And then in the overnight hours, here comes more rain, and that's going to lead to a flooding possibility. Flood watch already in effect. I'm not mistaken, right? Flood advisory.
Flood advisory for folks based in Tennessee, and there's a flood watch. Exactly who it is.
Well, it's going to be there, it sounds like, as we get into the overnight hours. And that means tomorrow morning on the morning commute, we want to get too far ahead of ourselves here. The morning commute could be one in which is also tricky as well. Ben Benjamin and the turnaround, don't drown there. All right, that's something you got to keep in mind. You've got to come across a flooded roadway. But folks, right now, severe weather is what we're dealing with. And
Like you said, Bob, we're getting hammered here.
A lot of folks are getting this right now. Rusty said that just a few moments ago via text, it's raining sideways in the Halls community.
You're getting near my house, you're starting to worry me.
Well, you may as well just worry. You can quench it. Get out of this.
Hit me up on
Andy says in Scott County, very dark and rainy, thunderstorm skies approaching, and Scott County schools are dismissing early. Brian with quarter-size hail, powerful storm. This is in the Morristown area, which is right there on the edge, or maybe even included in that tornado warning that we had last time. So, listeners, much appreciated. Thank you much for sharing your thoughts with us and what you're seeing out there as far as the weather's concerned. If you've got something, share with us. 865-656-8255. Call us or you can text us. So this video dating your severe thunderstorm warnings. Here's the latest. In Green County, Hamlin, and Hawkins County, it's 11:45 this morning. And the severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Granger, Jefferson, Knox, and Union counties. It's, I believe, 11:30 this morning. So we got a handful of things we're keeping an eye on, including that flood watch that's mentioned for the overnight hours. That's for all of East Tennessee. And that's kind of an update on the latest as far as Jeff.
I was just gonna say there. I know parents would already know this, but if you thrive in these areas, just be aware.
Nowhere.
And Scott County schools are dismissing early. Morgan County at 12:30. Scott County at 12:45, just due to this weather. And the special school district is dismissing also at 12:45. So you see that school traffic earlier.
You are looking at radar right now. That's the downtown Knoxville. It's going to get absolutely getting some pretty downpours. We've already gotten this to the east of Newmarket. You're up next. Danbridge, possibly soon. Morristown's already seen this. Bulls Gap getting some significant severe thunderstorm. Sure, Greenville, Binghamton, Rogersville. You were kind of in the line of that particular cell. But like Big Kathy said, hey man, this is kind of a handful of, several little systems that are joining up, and we got a lot of thunderstorm energy across the region.
Did you say Sevierville? Because it's just kind of down there by itself in the orange.
Sevierville.
It's just kind of down there by itself.
Looks like they're getting some rain right now. It doesn't seem to be, at least the radar I'm looking at, too heavy.
Like Union Hill is showing the orange, and it's headed towards Sevierville, I guess.
All right. Well, the bottom line here is
storm system.
The bottom line is you're either getting some weather, severe type weather now, or probably will at some point today or tonight. So think ahead, plan ahead, and just have a plan in place if your home or business is caught up in some kind of severe weather.
There is a big, nasty line of storms right now going through Sunbright, headed toward Wartburg. It's moving toward our area as well.
So I'll be over and over, it sounds like. Severe weather threat with us today, and we're going to keep on top of it. Severe weather coverage brought to you by Jump Be Gone. Please don't forget that. And we'll be back to the latest on updates and weather. And we'll try to get some show content in there. But the weather is the number one concern right now. We'll keep an eye on it, and we'll be back on Yarborough in just a few minutes.
Possible this afternoon and evening with a high of 78, but a flood risk continues through tonight. From the Loop VLT Personal Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Heather Haley.
You are listening to Yarborough from the Broken Financial Studio on News Talk 98.7 WOKM.
Also, my buddy Angie, owner of Office Elegance Furniture, she was at the big show last night, the Off the Record. Had some of her customers come up to her before I knew Angie was there. And they said, man, I just want to thank you for letting us know about Amish Elegance Furniture. Because we went there just to get one item, and we walked out with a whole new set of furniture. We loved it so much. And that's what's going to happen, folks. You're going to go there just to get an idea of what Amish crafted furniture is all about. And once you lay your eyes on it, you're going to be, oh boy, okay, this is the real deal. Why is it the real deal? A couple of reasons. It's crafted in the Amish communities, which means you're going to get an incredible piece or set of furniture. And you get to choose everything about that furniture you want. Customization. This is the plastic of you choose everything about the furniture. And then it's finally crafted and you get it hand delivered to you. You don't believe me? Go see Amish Elegance Furniture at 613 North Campbell Station Road in Farragut. 613 North Campbell Station Road in Farragut.
Did you forget about your pay?
AmishElegance.com. Was it a bigger Dr. Blake? Well, with me, the younger you've heard me talk about people losing up to 20 to 30 pounds in 1 month, all because they are using anti-aging to lose weight. That's why not only do they talk about losing weight quickly, but also how their energy level soars, their hair and skin are better, brain fog goes away, and their joints don't hurt as much, because it's not only about 3 things. Do I feel better? Do I feel about the way I look? And are my looks better? That's what matters, because it's about living younger, longer. Hear from the patients themselves.
I've had hypertension for years, and we tend to gain weight anyway, so wanted to get it off, and I was successful thanks to the folks here, coaching and instruction and encouragement. I've been to 3 doctors' appointments. People are very passes for my fear, but when I was 14, it was like 10, and they are complete.
So to be the younger you, not be the younger you, not. This is John with Pro Source Mobile. Listen, at my house is cash. If you have a house, you want to sell it fast at a fair price, call me. 865-500-3711. I pay cash and close as quickly as you like. Of a house in any condition, any price range, in any location. How can I sell a house for money? And I want to buy more. I buy inherited houses, homeowners houses, behind and payment houses. I even buy my tenant-home painting and rent houses. Do you have a house that's in rough shape and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Because I was buying these houses. I buy vacant houses, family houses, and even homeowners houses. Do you have a house you want to set up fast? At 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711. That's 865-500-3711.
Hey folks, Scott Thomas. I enjoyed sitting in the Triple H on Tuesday as they were preparing for Off the Record. We're going to find out how it went, some of the surprises. Also, top 3 at 3 returns at 3 o'clock right here on Host on 98.7.
Some things to come today that we're dealing with as far as the weather right out of the gate this morning. We got the morning commute, which is pretty decent, and we knew the threat of severe weather was going to be here, and bada bing, bada boom. It is here. And the threat's going to be with us through the afternoon, through part of tonight, and then the problem overnight becomes a flood. That's from Ben Caffey, meteorologist at WVLT. Michael has texted in and says downtown and South Knox is flooding now. Water over the roads along Line Avenue. I think for right now, especially we're in that moment where if you know an area